Hi, this is Christina, and I just wanted to make a video response to a video that was made about the Zeitgeist movement, and it was entitled "The Zeitgeist Movement: Passive Resistance." In the video, it's basically talking about what the Zeitgeist movement is in relation to passive revolution, a non-violent revolution, and how it is through non-violence that we will create change within humanity. But just a few points I wanted to touch on in relation to some words that were placed, and words are specific, and within the video it had said Zeitgeist actions are directed against the current social economic system rather than against persons within the system. So that statement specifically I wanted to look at. Zeitgeist actions are directed against the current social economic system. And looking closer at that statement or those words, you can see that it implies a judgment, resistance in itself. Zeitgeist actions are directed against the current social economic system, saying that it is in judgment or it is in disagreement with the current social economic system. It is against it. It is like not with it, not for it. It doesn't support it. But implying that it is against something is creating a resistance. And it's also saying that we are placing ourselves as more than the current system in saying that we are against it, not realizing that it is our responsibility. It is to understand that the reason that this current economic system exists is because every individual within the system participates and allows it. We are all equally responsible for this current economic system. Therefore, we allow it equally as everyone else allows it to exist. Those within in a position within the money system that perpetuate the system in allowing it to continue, we are all equally responsible for allowing its existence. Therefore, it is our creation, and to say that we are against it is to say that we are against ourselves, and it is placing ourselves in separation from the current system. If we look at it within common sense, the solution would be that we have to become equal to the system that is here, in responsibility, in realizing that, I have allowed a system of abuse to exist through my participation within it, and through my unwillingness to be aware of what is actually going on. So it is to become equal to it in realizing that once we are equal to the system, there is no judgment, there is no blame, there is self-responsibility to then stand up and direct the system as ourselves. Realizing that if I want to change this system, I have to take action. I have to be directive with myself and this current world system. So, going back to the title, passive resistance is the Zeitgeist movement. Passivity is stepping back and saying that I don't have to do anything. I am just going to, it's like believing that if I don't do anything, I'm not supporting it, therefore it will just cease to exist, when that's not practically a solution. That is just avoidance, and it's like deliberate denial of what is here. And resistance obviously is, I resist the system, therefore you cause friction within that resistance. So, I mean, the solution is simply to stand equal to it, to what is here, because within that we take self-responsibility, and within that we have power to actually change it. Obviously, this change starts within ourselves. I have been walking a process for a couple years now of basically self-empowerment and self-direction and self-forgiveness and self-honesty, and realizing that I'm responsible for myself. As I am here, I am responsible for my reality that is here. I am responsible for this world. I am here equally as all others are here equally, and we are all equally responsible to what exists. So it is up to us to stand up and change it and take actions. And how do we do that? We, first of all, become aware within ourselves of who we are, of the abuse and the violence that exists within ourselves, because this outer reality is reflecting to us who we are within. As without, so within; as within, so without. This world is a mirror for us, and if we look at the global picture, we can see that within ourselves must be war and abuse and violence and greed and desire for power and suppression. And so it is for each of us to look within ourselves and to change ourselves firstly, so that we can then stand up and change this world. That's how we take action. We start with ourselves, and then we take on the world systems. We place ourselves into a position where we can actually move the system as ourselves, direct it as ourselves. Be the people with the power in this world to make decisions that are best for all. Because that is the only way humanity will come together as one family, is if we start considering each other as equals and start considering what is best for all. Therefore, everyone is included. There is no one left out. There is then no room for abuse or suffering. It is really a simple equation, and it includes everything and all things and everyone, and it is time we start realizing that this is necessary. So, I mean, I guess that's just a little bit about what I wanted to share, and thanks for listening.